around school.
My kids wish they had that.
I wish we had that.
I wish I had that as well.
Evidently,
That's a 4-week break in the summer, but then you have like 2 to 3 week breaks throughout the year.
Yeah.
Like people can go on skiing.
I would want that for sure.
Because then we could go to Disney and it wouldn't have to be like when everybody goes to
It's also, I think, easier on parents that work full time.
I know.
Our current system is antiquated.
No, alas. So we're thinking about school.
We are,
Yeah,
totally.
Thinking a wee bit about school.
Hey y'all, welcome to OMG Planners. The 3 of us are here to talk about how you can be the best student you can be. Or how your kid can be the best student they can be using a Laurel Denise planner.
Yeah.
Or other things that we offer.
Yeah, or other hacks. Just like cool ideas for
To
you.
like set them up for success.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
So how can
Yeah.
we set you up for success?
Yeah. How can we make it a little bit easier?
We're going to talk about how you can do it in different planners. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about how you can do it a little bit more simply in just like a sticky note maybe.
Yeah.
Or just like a piece of paper. And then also some fun lists. Lots of fun lists for
My
students.
favorite. Let's do it.
Shall we jump right into it?
Let's.
Okay. We are going to start with possibly of our planners, it's the simplest because you just see your week at once. It's a week planner.
This was the month example.
Yeah.
Super easy, like basics. I tried to write big, like my daughter.
I love
You did
that.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
so
was like,
much.
who wrote
Yeah,
this?
I find sticky notes all over the place of her when she wrote down things that made her laugh throughout the day, and she writes it in Sharpie like on the cover of her binders and everything. So I was like, I'll include that in. Very approachable, highlights the quizzes and tests, and like that's it. And then I divided her week. She actually does do lines every single week for her planner. So she's in 8th grade, going into 8th grade. And I was like, that does feel feasible. So I just put like science, math, English, history, choir. Even though she's in band, she'll kill me if she sees this. And then just like when the test is or whatever, and life stuff, like what she needs to do those days. And missing assignments to turn in. This always is something that
Very important list.
yeah.
In teenager, for teenagers.
Yep. And then goals. She doesn't do this, but you know, a mom can wish. So stretch after every,
Right. Wait, that's her goal or your goal?
that's
for
my
her
goal.
to-
Actually clean the room. This is kind of how I laid it out for her. I think probably for a real middle schooler, as you can see, there's a lot of room down here. You could probably give like 4 lines or 5 lines per subject, depending on how many subjects you have. If this space was bigger, she could put homework assignments there or when they're due, like homework, due
like math
pages 1
page
through.
5 homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a check mark. Yeah, due or when it is and you check mark that you've done it or something. But she really does like decorating and setting up every single week a different way. It's like part of her like doodling, listening moments.
Sometimes people like our bookbound week planners because they're too overwhelmed when they see their month and their week.
Yeah, totally.
It's like the opposite problem that
Yeah,
a
this
lot of
is
us
giving
have.
a bit more space.
Yeah.
A bit more traditional layout.
Yeah, I could handle this.
I
This
could
is-
handle it too. Yeah, and
not
I feel like
overwhelmed.
my 8th grader could also handle this. She couldn't have in 6th and 7th, but I do think this year she maybe will be able to. We'll see.
I think that's the thing with middle school age and into early high school is that they definitely need to planner hop because
know.
they don't even know what works for their brain. Like we can be like,
Yeah,
I
it's
prefer a vertical. My brain needs that. Their brains are still rapidly changing and developing and their opinions. It might be one we suggest and they want to do the anti just because we suggested it. But I definitely see a lot of planner hopping or systems hopping.
Yeah, me too.
And that's okay.
That's a good segue to our next planner, which would allow for a lot of planner hopping. That is a
4-column.
mini 4-column planner. I just did the sticky note method, which is I wrote a bunch of things that I would want as a high school student on sticky notes, and then I put them where they needed to go. And then I kind of switched them up where I was like, well, these are going to be really big lists for my week 1, week 2, week 3. So let me go into it. This is pretty much just like yours, I think, for Sarah, which was test dates, extracurricular schedule. You're not writing times in here, but you're maybe writing like A, B for your block schedule. You could write what that block schedule is up here.
Totally.
And then I like the idea of having a Sunday checklist to get you ready for the week.
Oh, yeah,
You would do that every Sunday.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Wins of the month, squirrel, club notes, my happy list. You could put any lists here.
Yeah.
Basically. And what's great about it is that then we have mini inserts. So, for example, I did a second one where you would basically have this, but then you could have a daily
insert. Yeah,
daily insert for your daily to do.
Oh, that's great.
You could time block
if you needed that day. Yeah.
Squirrel list or
like
notes.
if they're feeling really overwhelmed that day or something.
Yeah. Which like maybe sometimes you don't need that. Maybe all you need is to work off your weekly to-do list.
Totally.
But what I liked about this is that, okay, so this blocks some of your columns.
Mm-hmm.
You can have kind of like what Jen does with her hip. You can have your current week to-do list and then your next week to do. You can just move this over when it's the next week and then put a new sticky note there and then have your fun list back there.
I love funny things my friend said. Yes. Absolutely.
Teenagers love that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Verified, they do. Yeah. That's really cool. I love this, Nan.
And this is great. This is a great size. It'll fit right in your backpack.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
True. And
I have another one I just remembered in that spread that I did for a photograph.
Let's do it.
Okay, I also did one yesterday for a college student in here. She's an elementary ed student is what I did. And she's also in a sorority is what I pretended. So I did time blocking for her and she puts in where she is. And then she puts in like her social stuff in the blue. She also really likes working out. I tried to do like an approachable, this is realistic, not perfect, a little messy, but fun. Like I love this open space in the bookbound just because it's like they can put whatever lists and whatever size lists they want. Yeah. In here, you know, they could make this all just a big artsy thing if they wanted. Like, it's just really, it's super fun. Classroom observations, some chapter meeting notes, and then just random squirrels that she needs to remember. So that's what I did for a college student. Yeah, really simple. We didn't like rock the boat too much, but gives an approachable example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking on the line column train, speaking on that train.
I love that train.
I did a layout in here in our portrait. I did it first with the sticky note method.
Okay.
Because that's such an easy way to figure out where you want to put things.
Yes.
You have a lot of different lists. I feel like as a student, it's really fun to have all the different lists because you want your fun lists and your practical lists.
Totally.
So very similar to the 4 column, I have like big overview in your month up here. Your A and your B block, an inspirational quote, wins of the month. I think it's fun to have wins of the month like front and center.
I do too. Every student needs that.
A little key.
Yeah, me too.
And a little key and sticky notes.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
I don't need to go too much into this because then I did the actual spread, which is here.
Oh my gosh.
So there's your wins. I like the idea of listing out all your tests and quizzes, even though they're all going to be up here. Like
a quick reference.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
Habit tracking. Okay, so this girl's really fun. She plays tennis. She has just started a new club called Garden Gals.
I love her.
Her goal is to grow enough food from this garden that she can contribute to the cafeteria, and the cafeteria can offer fresh produce to the school from the garden. And they're going to have a big camp over spring break where they're planting everything. They're figuring out schedules. It's just going to be a big planning camp.
Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Oh.
And then
focus of the week. Nice.
Math. Yeah, she has a big math test coming up on Friday. She's really nervous about it. Math test. Little start.
Math test, yeah.
In class each day, I'm just going to like write down my homework, write down what I need to study for here. Because when I get home or when I'm in study hall, I know exactly where to go and I can just check them off. On Saturdays, you don't do anything. This is your rest day. So I have a fun self-care checklist that each week you can check off if you like did something fun that week.
Oh, that's cute.
And because it's a sticky note.
Our tidy up
Yes,
stickers, but you can carry it with you because it's a sticky note.
The next one.
So cute.
And then you have notes back here.
Wait, why do I now want to make a sticky note that's like this?
A little
like
checklist.
like a checklist sticky note
for portrait too. It would make sense.
God.
Or you could just this is in the portrait sticky note set.
Sticky note. Ooh.
portrait
Again.
sticky note set. I know, that was a different elbow.
Okay, thank goodness. And then just note space.
Note space. Garden gals. Gals actually could stand for something. It's for boys and girls.
Oh my gosh.
And theys and thems. So
getting all leafy, sister. Oh my gosh. Green thumbed and low-key sassy.
that's like the secret meaning behind gals.
I love it.
I think they'll probably vote on green space advocates living simply. Or growing and leading sustainably. I don't know.
I love this. I love this. This girl's a world changer.
Yeah, she is. She's
Oh, and here's the example of the A and the B.
Yeah, and color coded, so her
I
eyes
love that.
can
I used
tell.
to have nightmares in college that I was going to the wrong days and the wrong classes and getting myself all jumbled.
Oh,
I used to have nightmares like
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. Do you still have college nightmares?
That's a weird, like once
Yeah,
a year,
it
I
keeps
still have a
coming.
dream that I
I
end
know.
up in the wrong place at the wrong time and
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know where I'm
like,
supposed to
why?
be.
Nancy, this is a thing of beauty.
Thank you.
Oh, and let's point out you have the like A,
Oh,
B.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Like you put it on the days.
I went the symbols, like she's keeping track of how much water she's drinking. She's
Is that the white? Is that the blue dots?
Yeah.
3 things of water a day, and then she gets to bubble in. A or B schedule, and then she's really up on the tennis. So she has tennis on
Wow.
Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
Is this girl in high school?
Yeah, she's killing it.
Oh, I also wanted to point out one reason that this portrait thing is cool for students is like you can put your appointments, because you don't maybe have as many meetings as when you're in like
Yeah.
corporate or grown-up life world.
Or college.
Yeah, so you can put your kind of meetings up here, and then this is truly just your to-do list, and it's right under the month.
Yeah.
I don't need to give y'all reasons to buy this planner because everybody wants to buy it, but that's just one more reason.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about high school is, and one of the things I miss is that like your schedule was so predictable. You did the same thing every other day or every day.
Yes. Yeah, it really was.
It was really
really
comfortable.
nice.
I
Because even
miss
if
it.
it was full, even if your life, like, with theater or with, like, you at the farm and all your sisters and all your everything, you were really busy. All the things. All the things. You were really busy. All your ballet, all your soccer, all your everything. We were all really busy, but it was the same.
Yeah, that's what some of my kids are missing. They're like, I don't want school to start again, but I miss like the routine and the structure.
all the
they're
things.
currently like they wake themselves up at the same time every day now, by choice. The teenagers because they were
So
craving.
they're like, I need a routine. Isn't that crazy?
It was nice.
But, like, you know, that's helpful for the mom of the, like, 10-year-old or the 7-year-old who's, like, not doing that right now. Brain-wise, they don't
have
start
that.
doing that
Even
until
though the
later.
routine is wake up at 10 and like eat breakfast
you're
and get on
saying-
electronics for an hour or two. But
know,
it's just like
It's a routine.
It's the
Yeah.
same time they were craving.
Yes.
They had a week
Yeah.
of being
Loafs.
melting into their couch.
Loaf life.
Lazy pies.
Lazy pies. This is beautiful.
It is
Nancy.
very nice.
I thought we were gonna take a picture of mine for the new for the like back to school ads, and we're evidently not. Happens every time. It's okay.
Okay, so next, now that we've gone over our planners, now we're going to look at our student booster pack.
Yes.
Which you set up.
I set up.
This
yeah.
is an insert pack that we offer specifically for students.
Yes. It's newish. April?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has this class timetable. So the purpose of this is you just have 4. So for each semester, you put in your schedule. You don't have to then put this into your actual planner or anything. This is just like your reference sheet, and it pops in and out. So even if you wanted to, you could keep it in your main spread the whole time. This is a college schedule is what I did for this one. So that's what I did there. I used our time washi, but you could just as easily just write the times in. And then this is sort of your course information. What are the days of the week? What do they teach you? What's their email? Where are they? What's the time of the class? You also could put in here like their office hours would be kind of cool. I always would forget that when I was a kid. So you have a few sheets of those, and then we also have a project plan. So I gave a sample of like, this was the speech they were going to do. These are all the tasks associated with it, and I just started from submit and present. I filled that in on the 15th because that's when it was due, and then I just worked backwards and colored in the days of like, you'll do research sources on these days and then these days. So I just broke it down, and there are a few of those in this pack. And then I also did a presentation planner. So this is just if you don't want to type this and you want to write it instead, you can do that in the presentation. So it's just breaking down intro, description, what the different sections are, and then your conclusions. If you want to keep notes as you're doing your research, if you want to do anything like that, you can do that on paper and then assemble it all together digitally, because that's what you do. And that's it. So that was my example of the student boost stuff.
So helpful.
And I want to say boost stuff like this every time.
And that is your right to do that. Okay, so we went over all the different planners and the inserts, and now we're going to talk about simple solutions, which maybe we could have started with, but it's nice. We're here now.
It's cherry on top.
We have gone over this product before. It is our weekly sticky note, and Mabby, your daughter uses this.
She does. Well, this is how she used it during the school year. She writes when she's got practice and when certain homework is due.
Okay, I love that she actually filled it out for us too. That's nice.
She goes, I'm not doing your work for you.
Oh my word.
Just kidding. And then I walked away and she did it. I love that she put relax there.
Yeah, Saturdays are for the
sleepover
girls.
with a friend. Like, she just is very creative.
Like
she just was being silly to me. She even wrote Sunday catch-up day. My job here is done. I've been drilling into her for years. Like, Sunday is like, set yourself up for the week. What do we need to do? Deep clean your room. Like,
catch-up day.
And fill this out for the next week. Like, that's what she did it.
I'm so happy.
I haven't even read this yet.
You've reached a milestone in parenting.
Sometimes she does this just on a dry erase board. Changes it up.
Well, that's like what you were talking about.
Yeah.
To change it up.
Yeah, like as long as you're doing something.
Yeah, totally.
Then that's fine.
Yep.
And she's in summer school right now, which is virtual PE and health. They have health modules they read through. They do quizzes. She has to do 3 strength trainings a week and 3 skills sessions a week and 3 cardios a week.
Oh, that's cool.
And they document it and all of this. So she filled out what one of her weeks looks like to be able to get those things done. The only thing that I would have added was like submit everything.
Yeah.
Because that is, you know, the Sunday.
Always the final.
Sunday due date is the final. So she does this every week for, I don't know, 6 weeks or whatever.
I love it. That's so approachable.
A different kid would use a planner, like the bookbound. Yeah, my older one's digital, but he also has to have like...
he jots it down.
He does, yeah. But he just wants the month spread, like a simple monthly.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just helps to kind of rewrite it all.
Yes.
And that is how Jen's son, Nathan, has been using it. I think he was really, really stressed. And she was like, Nathan, let's just like write it out. What do you have to do each day?
Yep.
Kind of like how you would maybe use the daily insert, like we had in the column.
Yeah.
Like you're just stressed. So he wrote it all out.
Yeah, let's just get it down.
It really helped him.
We don't need to buy you a whole thing. Here's the sticky we'll do. You know, let's try this first. Oh, yeah.
We had a whole YouTube about the weekly sticky notes, which you can look up. We posted it a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we went over this in more detail.
Yeah.
And then our one other simple
I decided to design this yesterday.
I love it.
Maddie's going to be like, no one is ever going to use this.
That's not true.
Maybe.
My laugh was like, of course you did it yesterday.
I did it yesterday because I was filling out these spreads and I was like, wait. We have this from Chaos to Categories for adults. That's a free printable on our website. And then I was like, what if I made one for kids? Like they just printed this out every week. And they just carried this around in their folder or whatever. And it was just missing to hand in, ask the teacher. It doesn't have like any dates. It doesn't have anything at all. Just random thought drops on like, mom, did you sign me up for XYZ? Because Sarah's always coming home remembering that. Things to work on, things I slayed. And then the things I was going to do where I cooked, which I think is bad.
Well, I mean, even Slade, my kids would be like, no.
I know, mine too.
But I want it to be like low-key excited for.
I know.
And like, I want to add all the,
I know. But then I was like, oh,
I know.
She's going to cringe. So I didn't, but I don't know. I did the Slade, but I might take it out. And then these were just random, like, what are you memorizing that week? Like, that was kind of a reach. That was like my biggest reach one on it. Of just like, I don't know, if you keep looking at it every day, maybe you'll remember it. You know, maybe it's like a thing you're trying to work on and you want to remember it. And then some habits just for every day of the week. Read a little bit, unplugged, ate something healthy, moved my body.
This is great.
I tried to be laid back. Can you tell? My vibe is very chillaxed.
So chill.
I want to take that home and get everyone's input.
Do it.
I know, just to be like, what would this look like for you?
So we'll link to it in the description, but also it might not look like this. We'll see.
So those were our simple solutions for students. And now, I don't know if you saw, there was a theme throughout our spreads, which was like lists. I feel like students, you have this opportunity to create really fun lists, whether they're practical or whether they're fun, to make you like want to use your planner. So let's go over those lists.
Is it hot in here, or am I having a moment?
It is. And also the mailman was just like,
I know,
making eye contact.
and his little hat and outfit. I was like, what? I'm confused. Wait, we're just talking about what list?
Just lists.
Lists for students.
But for students, but not
lists
with the other list.
Yeah.
No. And these are just on my laptop, so I'm just gonna bring my laptop.
Bring her over, man.
We got friends' birthdays.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Everybody loves when you come in and you like remember your friend's birthday.
Oh yeah, and decorate the locker and stuff. Yeah.
People you want to hang out with / you want to text and reach out to.
Oh yeah.
Compliments I've gotten.
Oh yeah.
Pump yourself up.
Pump it up.
When I'm done with homework ... That's to motivate you to do your homework.
Oh,
so
like
you
your
can,
carrots.
Yeah. Your test and
Squid Game schedule.
Test and squiz schedule. You saw that in one of the planners.
Yeah.
Grade tracker. That would stress me out, but some people could handle it.
I know.
Extra credit opportunities. Essay prompts, quotes or passages to use in papers. Things I need help with. You kind of had that in one of yours.
Yeah, like extra questions to ask whoever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fun words that you've learned, and then of course a squirrel list.
Yeah, and I had one.
I have one. Volunteer hours. Volunteer list, because high school is such a big thing. Is what are you giving back to your community? Where are you volunteering? What are you doing? What clubs are you starting, running, doing? Stuff like that.
Oh my
volunteer
gosh.
hours.
Yeah.
It's really hard to be in high school right now.
Oh my gosh, especially junior, senior, when you start to think about college.
I know,
Like,
it's
all the
so
AP classes.
overwhelming.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a junior.
It's really overwhelming. No, thank you.
I'll pass on that.
Thank
also.
you.
They're doing good. I think that like mental health and taking rest. I think our county now gives 2 excused mental health days a year. For kids.
My mom, I used to take those.
Oh, I take them and I let my kids take them and I tell them and they mark them as excuse every time.
Really?
Yeah.
So nice.
I know.
Wow. I've had friends whose parents let them take mental health.
My
days.
parents let me take them.
And I was like, what?
I can't even imagine Madre and Padre being like, yes.
Yeah, no, not mine.
They would never.
You will
never.
take a mental health day. I wish I'd let myself take a mental health day now.
You think that is the challenge.
You're learning that as a kid.
Yeah.
It doesn't stick. It's okay.
Well, thanks y'all so much for watching. I hope any students out there or parents of students or future students are inspired. And if you make a fun spread, go on our Facebook group, tag us, post it, do all the things because we love learning from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
we do have a college one we did last year.
Oh, yeah. Go check that one out.
If you want to check that one out,
I'll put that in the description.
Yeah.
And do we have a sign off?
I actually thought of a couple.
Yes!
I always get the first half. I have either may your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, or I have may your back to school be
Super cool.
beautiful, balanced.
Oh, balanced is good.
But I never have a second half. So
May
good
your
luck
back to
with
school be balanced and your ABCs line up with 1, 2, 3s.
that.
I like that. Bye! It's full of hair.
I was like, what is that? I threw it and I was like, yes, because I haven't had a second cup of coffee.
Yes.
So I'm on the struggle bus. I'm gonna have a soda.
Do you know what I did yesterday is finally order summer reading books because I hadn't done that.
In
I was
July.
like, crumbs. I'm like half blind to this.
It's the pause. It's the what do the ladies call it? Like back in the day, the code for menopause. There's like a code. There's like a word. Grandmothers would use because it wasn't proper to talk about it.
I want to use it.
There's this point you get where when everything is cringy, they actually like
It's
oh,
funny.
Mom,
I know. I love it.
Nice try, Mom.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
that's why I was like, I don't know, maybe I should really lean in more.